Haiti's 2010 cholera outbreak, an international scandal. Poor sanitation practice can undermine the best humanitarian intentions. Recognizing how water infrastructure, maintenance, public health, and sound disaster planning are linked can prevent the worst side effects of natural catastrophes. On October 14, 2010, members of a family in May, a small village in Haiti, were hospitalized with acute watery diarrhea. The following days, villagers in Mirabale, located 2 kilometers away from me, began displaying similar symptoms. Within a week, hundreds of cases were reported. With growing concern, Haiti's Ministry of Public Health and Population launched an investigation into the cause of the mysterious illness. Samples collected from patients in May during October 14 to 19 yielded Vibrio cholerae, serogroup 01, a strain of cholera with the potential to cause severe epidemics. The ministry declared a cholera epidemic on October 21st. The epidemic came as a surprise to most, as the country hadn't reported a cholera outbreak in more than a century. Immediately, speculation grew that the outbreak may have been related to the catastrophic earthquake that occurred 9 months earlier. Rumors began to swirl. Perhaps the disease had been imported by incoming Nepalese soldiers. The United Nations Stabilization Mission in Haiti, MINUSTA, a United Nations peacekeeping mission camp, was hosted in the village of May, where the outbreak was first reported. The Nepalese soldiers arrived at the camp on October 9th, 12th, and 16th. Researchers hypothesized that the outbreak may have been due to either weather conditions promoting the growth of E. cholerae in its natural environment, or due to the importation of the disease from an endemic country. The government commissioned a team of Haitian and French researchers to investigate the outbreak. Epidemiologists observed sanitary problems at the camp. Raw sewage is being discharged from the camp directly into a stream leading to the Artibonite River. This water is used by local villagers for cooking and drinking. DNA fingerprinting and genotyping suggested that the B. cholerae strain found in the patients were introduced in a single event and was from a distant source. The strain was indeed endemic in Nepal. In fact, there was a cholera outbreak reported in Nepal's capital on September 23rd, shortly before the soldiers left on the Haiti mission. With environmental and water sources tested negative for the bacteria, the investigation suggested that the contamination of the Artibonite River from the camp led to the epidemic. However, the UN refuted these claims. For 3 months, they, together with the CDC, argued against investigating the source. Gregory Hartel, a spokesman for the World Health Organization, said that the cause of the outbreak was not important and that an investigation was not something they were thinking about at the moment. Facing immense pressure from what had become an international scandal, the UN commissioned an independent panel to investigate the outbreak in 2011. The panel concluded that the outbreak of disease could not have been caused by the mere introduction of the South Asian strain of E. cholerae, but rather a confluence of circumstances that included water and sanitation and healthcare system deficiencies, and that it was not the fault of or deliberate action of a group or individual. In 2016, 6 years after the outbreak, the UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon issued an apology to the people of Haiti, saying that the UN did not do enough with regard to the cholera outbreak and its spread, and that it was profoundly sorry for its role. In his address, he went on to propose a two-track approach amounting to approximately 400 million. Track 1 aimed to respond to and reduce the incidence of cholera by building sound water, sanitation, and health systems, while Track 2 aimed to provide material assistance to those who had been affected by cholera. To date, the UN has managed to raise 21 million and has only spent 3 million in implementing the two-track approach. The government of Haiti, together with aid from the United United Nations has managed to halt the spread of cholera through mass vaccination and improvements in the water, sanitation, and healthcare systems. Haiti reported its last case of cholera in 2019, and an outbreak that affected approximately 800,000 and killed approximately 10,000. Even humanitarian organizations must be accountable for making well-informed decisions. Working early on with local partners to understand causes of compounded disasters should be a priority.